Alright, in this tutorial we are going to be setting up your viewports to get your project started. So pretty much what you're going to want to do is to kind of keep an eye on things for your poly count. Is you're going to want to be able to set up viewing your poly count during your project pipeline, as well as changing grid sizes and setting up your units of measurement before you actually begin modeling. The unit of measurements will actually be set up according to whatever engine you are exporting your models to, so either Unity 5 or Unreal 4. So we'll go over that in a moment, but first we're going to set up your poly count counter in essence. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll up to your viewport with the plus sign. You're going to right click it. Configure viewports is the option you're looking for. And once you get there, you'll have these tabs here, and the tab you're looking for between all of these is statistics. This is the one you're looking for. So here you can select whatever you would like to view during your modeling process. So you have your polygon count, triangle count, edge count, vertex count, and frames per second. The only two that I'm really worried about is polygon count and triangle count. In order to enable it inside of your viewport, just go ahead and go down to Application and click the box that says Show Statistics in Active View. You're going to want to click Apply and OK. Then at that point, you will get this yellow text up here in your upper left corner that will tell you the perspective of each poly count and tries within your model. Right now it's zeros because we don't have any models in here at the moment. So, and also what the other thing we need to do is set up your grid sizes and units of measurement. So in order to set up your units of measurement, you're going to go up to Customize, click on that, and go down to Units Setup. Click Unit Setup and you'll get this menu here. The basis of this is to set up in the metric scale, and inside of Unity 3D or Unity 5, Unity uses the meter scale for its units of measurement. And inside of Unreal 4, they use a measurement system of centimeters. So if you're going to be building assets for Unreal 4, you're going to want to work in centimeters. And then if you're working in Unity, you want to use meters. So in this case, we are going to go through this, and then also if you wanted to change your grid size, which is on your basis of what your viewport is actually looking at, this little grid system here, what you're going to want to do in order to change that is you'll roll up to the snaps toggle and you'll right click that, and you'll get this little option and you'll get home grid. So right now the grid spacing, each square is a 10 by 10 centimeter grid square. And then your major lines, there's 10 lines, and then perspective view grid extent. Right now it is set up at 7, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7 by 7 square in each perspective grid space. There's 4 grid spaces here. So if you really need to, it actually needs to be 10 by 10 at a regular basis. This is just like a normal standard I'd like to use. And of course, if you can set it to whatever you'd like, but if you're working in larger scenes or anything like that, you can always change this as well. So if you're working in a larger scene, you can set it up to 100 if you're building a large area, and you can do it that way. But for right now, we're actually just going to set it up by 10 by 10, is because we're just making simple assets. And then at that point, this concludes this tutorial for your setup of your viewports.